In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing and testing a tool called ChatPlayground AI. So ChatPlayground AI is a new AI tool which gives you access to a lot of the top advanced AI models, including ChatGPT 4, Claude 3.5, Gemini 1.5 Pro, Llama 3 Perplexity, Bing Copilot, and Mistral Large. So it gives you access to all of these. Normally, these are monthly subscription tools, but you get access to all of these AI models in your ChatPlayground AI package. And they do have pretty good pricing, but the thing I like at the moment is there is a lifetime deal on this tool. So you can have a lifetime access to these AI models through this. So I'm going to share that with you in this video. Okay, so here is the AppSumo deal. I have 3 different license tiers. I'm using this one, license tier 1, only $59, and you get 300 queries per month using these tools. License tier 2 is $129, you get 600 queries, and the other difference is license tier 3 gives you 1,250 queries per month at that price as well. So up to you which one you go for. I know for me and the amount of content I create, I think 300 queries a month is going to be fine for what I do, but obviously you'll scale that as you need. I'll put that link in the description if you want to check it out. But what I want to do is head to the dashboard and show you how this works. So this is our dashboard here. I'm in the main tool, the actual AI playground, where you can have several models open at once. I've got 6 models open here. You can see ChatGPT, Gemini, etc. You can actually choose which model you want to have open. You can have a different number as well. So if you just want 3 models open at the same time, you could do it like that. But I like having all 6 of them running. And I'll show you later in the video, the secondary tools. You've got a document editor, you've got a learning companion, which is pretty cool. You've got image generation and mixture AI, which is quite interesting, but I'll show you those later. First of all, with the primary tool, all you do is put one prompt in here and it'll give you, in this case, 6 different outputs from each of the models. So I'll show a couple example outputs. So the first one I did was, I did a financial analysis task here. So do you expect Australian residential property market to outperform the ASX 100 over the next 5 years? So I thought this was a good one because I think a lot of AI tools do not like giving out things that are financial analysis or financial advice. So I know ChatGPT is very conservative and very quite wishy-washy when it gets asked a question like this. It'll come up with a conclusion like they're both have good potential and it's predicting which will outperform is speculative and subject to a range. It's not very helpful. It tells you to consult a financial advisor. So not much useful information out of here. There's the basic things you need to look at to be able to compare these two things. But the one I really liked was Perplexity, because Perplexity looks like it actually analyzed some financial data. It looked at, I think it looked at a KPMG output report. For example, KPMG forecast national house prices to rise by 5.3 and 5.6. So it did some actual analysis in terms of finance, unit prices rising here. And so it actually gives you a little bit more quantitative analysis from Perplexity when you're talking about financial analysis. So I quite liked the output of Perplexity compared to ChatGPT. The other one that was okay, I think, Mistral Large gave a pretty good response here, a little bit more general, a little bit shorter, but I think its answer was good. And some of these ones were just, I cannot provide a financial advice. It gives you some general information about having the ASX versus property market. But yeah, these two, and Claude, similar. But I think it's good to have 6 different things and find which one actually gives you a good response when you ask it a specific financial analysis question. The next example, I asked it something fairly simple. At what age is it okay for a child to eat sashimi? So this is something I've struggled to get a straight answer from people when I ask doctors and things about this, because I've always wanted to know if this is a recommended age. ChatGPT, again, is very conservative when it comes to anything that could be related to health or medical advice. So this one actually gave us at least age 5 or 6. I think most pediatricians recommend that. Perplexity actually did a bit more research and said between 2.5 in Japan. They said in many cultures, particularly Japan, parents often wait until they're between 2 to 3. So it gives you a bit more research in the summary. It says in some places 2.5 to 3 years old, but often 5 to 6. So I think that was a good analysis. This one, Mistral did a pretty good quick analysis as well. So again, Claude was a little bit wishy-washy, but it did find that most pediatricians recommend to waiting to 5 to 6. So, I mean, pretty good from most of these, a little bit more easy to answer than the previous one about financial analysis, but you get the idea. I think for me, it's great having access to a large number of models because these always upgrade, they change. This tool upgrades as these tools upgrade. So sometimes you'll get improved responses in certain areas depending on which tool you're using. So you don't have to worry about changing subscriptions from one to the other. You've got access to a large number of tools with just one price. And in this case, one lifetime deal, which is really cool. Now, I'll show you some of these secondary AI tools, such as the Learning Companion is really quite cool. So Learning Companion, you can just upload a PDF, you can upload a link to a YouTube video, and it can do analysis of the YouTube video. So in this case, I uploaded a PDF. In this case, I put the National Framework for the Assurance of Artificial Intelligence in Government. So a lot of cases at work, I know especially people have to read and summarize a document such as this one. Maybe it's like 34 pages. I don't want to read 34 pages right now. So I'll just upload it into my tool and then you can ask it questions in the chat prompt. So I just said, how will the law change? The law's not changing. This is just a framework on how governments will comply with laws when they use AI. Will the Australian government use AI? Yes, they use AI. This is the guideline of how they will use AI. So a good way of just going through a PDF, a large PDF, and getting a functional understanding of what's in the document without having to read the whole document. So I think that's cool. The other thing is maybe you've got like a long YouTube video, half an hour, 1 hour, whatever. You can just put the link to the YouTube video in here and then chat with the AI about the video. So just give me the top 5 main points from the video. And then rather than having to watch for 2 hours, you might have a 5-minute read on the top 5 points from the video. And then if you've got any follow-up questions, you can just ask. In this case, it's talking about 50% of jobs will be displaced by AI within the next 5 years. But which ones are going to be safe? I think it says jobs with high emotional EQ, such as counseling, social work, therapy, creative roles, complex problem-solving roles, physical roles like plumbing, electrical work, and leadership and management. These type of skills are the ones that are unlikely to be replaced by AI in the medium term. And it also does include an image generation software. So I just tried that out, just said, generate a profile photo of a 45-year-old Australian IT professional male wearing a brown tweed jacket. At first, I think I asked it and it was giving me messy hair. So I just said, make the hair short. And it was giving me some frowny faces sometimes. So I just said, use teeth with a smile. I think this is pretty typical quality. I think this is probably a little bit better than some of the free tools I've used, but pretty similar to something like Stable Diffusion in terms of what the AI output. I'm not sure which model it's actually using here, but pretty happy with what it does in terms of image generation. It actually does use 5 prompts to create an image rather than 1 prompt to create text output. So just be aware of that. And you can obviously download any of these and you get like a full resolution output of it as well. The other tool it has is a document editor. This is pretty straightforward. You've got your AI helper on the left here. You've got your document on the right here. So you just type in stuff and you can add AI as you want. It's pretty self-explanatory. The other thing that was really cool was this one called Mixture AI. So Mixture AI synthesizes the output from ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude, Sonnet, and Llama into one complete answer. So it aggregates the output of these 4 models into one answer. This actually gives you a better response than GPT Omni alone. So it actually improves in terms of human readability, human preference. It does a better job than ChatGPT. So again, I tested it with the at what age is it okay for a child to eat sashimi question, and it gave us our summary answer here based on these 4 different models. And I think this is quite a good way of producing AI-generated content with the benefit of having 4 different top-of-the-range models in one answer there. So overall, I quite like the tool. I think having access to a large number of high-end models is really quite cool, especially for considering that a lot of these are actually they're actually $20 a month in most cases for these models by themselves, and you're getting access to them, lifetime access for them for a one-off price. So I think it's cool. Obviously, the drawback is that you're limited in terms of queries per month, but realistically, I think you'll be able to find a plan that's suitable for what your usage entails. So again, check that link in the description out if you're interested, but let me know if you've got any questions in the comments as well. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.